Finally, some justice. People have been too afraid to do it, but finally someone do it. I've seen so many videos of people stopping cars from moving with their bodies, and I'm just wondering, why can't you run them over? Well, it's because it's the law and you can't, and I think that's pretty bullshit. I believe that you're allowed to run someone over if they restrict you from moving. This creep over here has been stalking this guy called Clavicular for months. And you know, when you're getting stalked by a creepy pervert for months, you kind of get tired of it and you think that it's just better off that they disappear. Here's the thing, it's just not simple stalking. There's also threats and actual assault.
Get this little guy out of here.
This creep threw some kind of liquid at Clavicular for no reason, and I think he just got offended that Clavicular tried to ignore him and move along, and this guy just decided to throw water at him and one of the security guards that was protecting this other streamer called Neon. Here's the thing, I believe that if someone tried to assault you, you should have a right to shoot them. It doesn't matter what, if it's like non-lethal. If someone assaults you, it should be shoot on the spot, right? I've seen someone assault an old lady at a Chinatown, and the old lady, she became permanently crippled. Granted, Clavicular is not an old lady, but he's a pretty tall guy, and I've seen tall guys fall before. And when they fall, it takes a long time to get up, right? And that's when they're most vulnerable. When you're on the ground and some psychopath is in front of you, they will try to kill you while you're defenseless. That, and there's also the risk of permanent injury. There was a guy in my high school that is like about 6 foot tall. When he fell, he tore his ligament in his leg. Like, tall guys, they don't fall normally. They fall and they take permanent damage. Imagine if some psychopath just takes advantage of you and assaults you and takes advantage of you. Like, what? Are you supposed to just let it happen because it's probably not lethal? And what's worse is this guy doesn't stop. He just keeps harassing Clavicular. He goes to his house and try to welcome himself into his house. But you know, he got scared because Clavicular has a gun. It's Florida. You're allowed to have a gun to protect yourself from dangerous people.
Bro, get off the property, bro.
Gang, you know this is not
Get off
Florida.
the... I don't care.
But I want to gamble with
Bro, get off the property.
I can't gamble with you?
No, get the fuck off my property.
You were talking smack though,
Bro,
Like you said that I was like a pussy.
get off the property. Get off the property.
And not so surprising, he fucks off. He backs off and he drives away. You want to think that he is crazy or mentally ill, but he's not. He's actually sound of mind. He knows danger when he sees it. Here's the thing with crazy people. Crazy people don't have a sense of preservation. They don't sense fear. When they see a gun, they're not scared at all. They don't think a gun is a problem. But this guy, when he sees a gun, he backs off. So he is actually sound of mind. His brain works just fine. It's just that he's an asshole. And he knows that he can get away with harassing Clavicular. That's why he keeps doing it. And this is the clip that got him famous. This situation was pretty bad for the weirdo, the creep, the pervert, whatever you want to call him. Let's just call him pervert. The pervert was pushing his buttons. He restricted Clavicular's movement and he didn't allow him to leave. And he tried to kidnap him. Granted, like, he also had friends that were surrounding the car, and Clavicular, he had a girl inside. He has to protect her. He does not want the girl to get kidnapped as well, because God knows what these guys are gonna do to her when they successfully kidnapped her. You can argue and bicker all you want, like, oh, you cannot kidnap someone when they're in a car with their bodies, right? Yeah, you cannot block a car with the body. But here's the thing with how the law works. You're not supposed to run over a person just by the law. I don't agree with the law. The law is kind of flawed in many ways. But when someone is restricting your movements, you know, fuck the law. You gotta run his ass over, or at least shoot him in the head. So he picked running his ass over.
Start driving with this guy. Drive.
Oh my god! You probably just ran him over.
Is he dead?
I don't know.
Hopefully.
And I was reading up on Reddit, and people said that, oh, you're not supposed to run him over because he's not showing any kind of lethality. I don't get that. Like, if someone is harassing you, you should have the right to run them over. Are we supposed to wait until he draws his gun, shoot you, and then you start to defend yourself? That makes no sense. I'm not gonna wait until someone has a head start on me or a preemptive attack on me. I'm gonna prevent the situation. It's not like the guy was just minding his own business and walking around and just being chill, and then Clavicular decides to run him over. The guy was being a psychopath. He was kidnapping. He is not right in the head. Well, I mean, he is right in the head, but he's just being an asshole because he can get away with his crimes, and he's gonna keep doing this until someone do something about it. People say that, oh no, you're supposed to talk out of the situation. You cannot really talk your way out of the situation. In hindsight, like, everything is possible, right? Everything can be done. You can pull a miracle out of your ass. But realistically, I think those people that said that he shouldn't use excessive force, they probably never been in any danger in their lives. Also, there are also people that are middle-aged Karens that are just saying these nice, sympathetic things to these criminals so they can look like a good person on the internet, when in reality, they're just a part of the evil. I am fully supporting his name is so hard to say, Clavicular, in running that dude over. Thank goodness. That just made the world a better place, and hopefully that taught him a lesson. You want to think that people would say, give him the benefit of the doubt. He's probably a good person. I mean, here are some pictures of him. Tell me, does he look like a good person? Does he look like a peace lover? Does he look like an engineer, a scientist, a doctor, a rocket engineer? Fuck no. He looks deranged. He looks like a kind of guy that will take advantage of any situation. This guy looks like a rapist. He looks like a straight up rapist. With those face tattoos, that hairstyle, and that beard, this guy looks like a creepy rapist. I won't let him anywhere near me. If I had a girl in my car, I would not let him kidnap her, for sure. Why would people on the internet want him to do that? These internet virtual signalers, I believe that if they are defending this guy, they should be dumped on an island full of these psychopaths and criminals so they can see what's it like to give this benefit of the doubt to these people so they can realize how wrong they are. Everyone is generous with someone else's lives, right? Just like how there are many cases of why people keep complaining about the death penalty, saying it's immoral or it's bad to kill murderers or, serial killers. Yeah, that's because it didn't happen to them. Anyone, I think, that are telling people to give your life away to these criminals, they should be the one paying. They should pay with their lives, see how they like it. See how they would feel if they're the victim of a violent crime. Because a long time ago, I met this girl. She was a Mormon. She would go around and try to, convert people. And she always preached about like being kind to criminals, the whole debacle. Until one day she got robbed at a corner store at gunpoint. And let me tell you what, being robbed at gunpoint is not a good feeling. I had it happen to me before. It's not a pleasant feeling. The fact that your life is in the hand of this degenerate scumbag, it kind of makes you feel kind of shitty. But of course, people, they just want a virtual signal and say, yeah, no, just forgive these criminals. Just let them do what they want to you. It's okay. It's not a big deal. I hated that. I hate it every time when someone does something wrong to me and I make a big show about it. I have these people coming to me saying, oh, it's not a big deal, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it is a big deal. Why don't you let him do whatever he wants to you? And of course, they will recede their argument because they realize, oh, I'm not the victim. Of course, I'm generous with someone else's well-being. All in all, I hope Clavicular don't get in trouble. Apparently, his Kick account got banned unjustly. I hope they put that rapist on a chair that has high voltage, or throw him in front of a firing squad. That would do the job.